Hi Countrywood artists! Welcome back to another virtual art lesson with Ms. Whitney. My first virtual art lesson of 2021. I had so much fun drawing with you last week for Art with Miss Whitney Live. You all did an amazing job using your art superpowers to draw underwater animals. Now that I'm going back to school, I need a new mask. But before I tell you about this week's mask, I wanted to tell you the results of the Mask of the Week poll. I asked you to vote for your favorite mask so far this year. There was a tie for third place between my Keith Haring mask and my Georgia O'Keeffe mask. Second place went to my mask inspired by Casimir Malevich. That was my last mask of 2020. What mask do you think was voted first place? Countrywood artists' favorite mask so far this year was the mask I painted to look like Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night. Thanks for voting. Maybe we'll do another vote at the end of the school year. Now guess what time it is, friends? It's time for Ms. Whitney's Mask of the Week. This is my Mask of the Week. My first mask of 2021. What do you see in this mask? I painted this mask in the style of the famous artist Claude Monet. I say, you say, Claude Monet. Claude Monet was born on November 15th, 1840 in Paris, France.
Bonjour to Paris, or as the French would say, Paris, the capital of France and a world-famous city. If you're from there, you're Parisian, or if you're passing through, there's so much to see and so much to do. Then there's the Eiffel Tower from 1899. The tallest building in the city is Gustav Eiffel's design. Then why not move to the Louvre, the world-renowned gallery, with priceless paintings like the Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci.
He was named Oscar Claude, and his parents called him Oscar. Isn't it weird the whole world knows him as Claude, although his parents called him Oscar? He loved to draw as a child. He began drawing caricatures, or cartoons, of people that were very good. Even as a kid, he was able to make some extra money drawing pictures of people. When he got a little older and went to art school, he learned how to make paintings with oil paints. His mentor also encouraged him to paint the outdoors, something that he is very famous for today. In 1873, he painted Impression Sunrise, showing the sea at Le Havre. When this picture was shown in 1874, one critic took its title and called the group of artists Impressionists. That critic wanted to make fun of the artists, but it didn't work. The name Impressionist has stuck, and this is what people today call his style of painting. I say, you say, Impressionist. Claude Monet was the founder of the Impressionist movement. The Impressionist movement was all about capturing movement and changing light and color. He did this in his paintings and was less concerned about the paintings actually looking real. He is probably most well known for his series of paintings of water lilies, but he also painted many other landscapes and seascapes. Here are some examples of Claude Monet's water lily paintings. And that's what I painted my Mask of the Week to look like Claude Monet's water lily paintings. Now that you see the mask again, Can you tell that they look like impressions of water lilies? Not like realistic water lilies. Take a look at this video called All About Monet.
All About Monet. This is Claude Monet. He is from France. Monet is a famous painter. When he was a boy, he didn't like school very much, but he loved to draw. He was very good at drawing, and people would buy his cartoons. When Monet became older, he went to Paris to study art. He made many friends with other artists. At the time, a lot of paintings were very serious and used serious colors. Monet and his friends broke the rules and painted with bright colors and fast, exciting lines. Other artists only painted important people. But Monet and his friends wanted to capture a feeling or a moment, like when the sun sets, or when a ballerina turns, or when steam puffs out of a train. Monet and his friends loved to paint outside, while other artists only painted inside in a studio. People started calling them the Impressionists. Their style is called Impressionism. Monet made all kinds of paintings, but his favorite paintings were of nature. Monet had a big family and lived in a pink and green house. That is where he painted his water lily paintings. Many artists have been inspired by Monet's work. You can find Monet's paintings in museums all around the world.
Okay, friends, now that we've learned all about the famous artist, let's sing our welcome song and create art like the famous artist Claude Monet.
Hello, hello to all my friends. Here we are in art again. It's great to see you, everyone. Countrywood artist, Miss Whitney. We're going to make some art and have some fun. Round of applause.
Great, friends. Now let's create art just like the famous artist Claude Monet. We are going to create 3D water lilies. Project, you need a background paper. 8.5 by 11 printer paper or 9 by 12 construction paper would work well for this project, but you can use whatever you have at home. You can use blue construction paper or paint or color a paper blue. This background should look like water. For a cool technique, you can paint your paper with watercolor paints and sprinkle salt on top of the paint. The salt creates a sort of resist technique, soaking up the bits of blue watercolor paint, and once dry, leaves a bit of white, making it look like light is reflecting off of the water. Monet tried to capture light in his paintings. Next, it's time to create petals. Pick one color for your flower. You can either use construction paper or paint or color your petals whatever color you'd like. Now that you have your paper, cut out 18 petals, 6 large, 6 medium, and 6 small. I have provided a petal template for you to print out to this assignment, or you can create your own. You may need to fill in more or use less petals depending on how full you'd like your flower to look. Now that you have all of your petals cut out, it's time to create the water lily. We are going to use a green circle for this water lily. A circle that's a little bit smaller than your background paper will work well for this. You can use green construction paper or paint or color your circle green. You could also glue down tissue paper if you have it at home. After you're done creating your green circle using whatever materials you choose, we have to cut a V out of it for the water lily shape. It should kind of look like a pie or a pizza pie with a slice cut out of it. Now we have all of our pieces and they're dry. Let's put together our water lily. Glue down your green water lily right in the middle of your blue background. Now let's add our petals. If you use my template, the petals kind of look like fish, with the point being the fish's mouth, and the rectangle being the fish's tail. You're going to be adding glue to the fish tails and gluing them down in a circle. First, glue down the large petals. Then make a circle on top with the medium petals. And lastly, glue a circle on top with the small petals. We're almost done. Now we just need the middle of the flower for the finishing touch. You can add whatever you'd like to the middle of your flower. Maybe a different colored pom-pom. Or you can take a rectangular piece of paper of a different color and carefully make some slits only on one side, being careful not to cut through the whole rectangle. Then you roll up the paper and glue that together. Then glue it down in the middle of your flower. And we're done! We created a water lily inspired by the great artist Claude Monet. Be creative with your supply choices. If you don't have these supplies at home, you can draw a water lily masterpiece inspired by Claude Monet instead. I can't wait to see all of your Monet-inspired creations, friends. Remember to send me your artwork through Google Classroom. I'll see you next week for a new art lesson. Bye, friends!